What's up, y'all? We're out here at the outdoor kitchen of Cocina 1932. Today we're doing a brisket. We're right before we started recording. I was going to do a regular brisket, you know, traditional size like mac and cheese and baked potatoes and things like that. But I kind of want to take it like the Mexican route, do some brisket tacos. We also have pork that we're making tomorrow morning. It's actually 11. I don't have a watch on. I don't know why I look. It's 11:30 right now. About to be 12 in the morning. We're gonna do pulled pork as well. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna do something simple today. It's gonna be just salt, pepper, garlic. We just trimmed the brisket. We got the trimmings, the fat trimmings right here, so we can get some beef tallow. It's gonna be a low, slow cook, just so I can get some sleep. Not gonna be nothing too crazy. We're gonna be cooking around 210 degrees, 215 degrees. And then in the morning, once we wrap it, we'll bump it up to about around 250. This is an 18-pound brisket as well, so it's pretty big. I want to say I trimmed off of around two pounds, maybe a pound, maybe even more. I have no idea. But yeah, so usually with big pieces of meat, I like going heavy. With beef, I like using kosher salt. You know, the salt pieces are salt grains or whatever you call them. You know, they're a bit thicker than regular sea salt, so I like using kosher salt. I do it pretty heavy just because it is a big piece of meat, so you want to make sure, you know, all sides get it, because you are eating all sides, so you want to be able to have some flavor in each bite. I mean, that's what we aim for here. I usually, the way I think about it is, I'm not even sure if it's true, but the way I think about it is, I like putting the seasonings that I want to be heavy, that I kind of want to taste. I usually put those seasonings first. So if I were to do something like salt, pepper, garlic, salt for me, salt, pepper, garlic is always the main 3 seasonings I use, and then on top of that, to add something different, I'll add one of our homemade seasonings just on top, something light, so you have a hint of that seasoning. But with this cook, you know, we want to build some good bark, so we want to be able to season it pretty heavily, I would say. So this one says garlic rub seasoning. I just put seasonings in random bottles. This one says paprika. Obviously, it's garlic. So season it, make sure you get all sides. Kind of go lighter with the garlic, not too heavy. Heavier with the salt and pepper. So that's the bottom side. You want to just pat it in. You don't want to, you know, smear it, because then it's going to get all over your gloves and you're just smearing the seasonings away as well. So okay. Now, since we have seasoned already, we're going to just let the seasoning adhere for about half an hour. I don't even know what time it is. For about half an hour. And then after that, we'll go ahead and put the brisket in. I'm actually going to put the fat trimmings in here. So we'll see you guys in about half an hour. All right, y'all, to be honest, I was gonna wait 30 minutes, but kind of tired. You know, I had the boys over today. We had a little beer dive tournament, so, you know, I'm a little tired. So we'll go ahead and put it in right now. I have the Traeger set for 225. So we'll put fat side up. We got the probe inside the here, so we'll go ahead and put the probe right here in the middle. So as of right now, we're gonna go ahead and hit the sheets, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. So we're back outside right now. We put the brisket on around 12 o'clock last night. It's about 8:15 right now. I just temped it. It's around 160, 163. So we're gonna go ahead and let that, you know, cook up to 175. All right, sorry y'all, I had to take that toy away for a bit. I don't have a microphone right now, so we're gonna go ahead and put some salt in here. This is not kosher salt, it's regular sea salt. These are salt, pepper, garlic with everything, and then you add a little bit of a hint. And that hint today is gonna be the smoky honey habanero. Never tried that one before. My uncle bought it for me, so we're gonna try it out and see how it turns out. So check it out. Once we're done seasoning this, then we'll go ahead and put it on the smoker. We'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. It's been about 15-20 minutes. I'm not sure if you guys can see on the camera, but it's sweating out, bringing all the moisture out. So it's gonna have a pretty good cook. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and put it in with the brisket. So this should take about like an 8 to 9 hour cook. So I'm doing 2 different meats. I'm doing beef and pork. So we'll see how they both come out cooking them together. So I'll see you guys once I wrap the brisket. All right, y'all, so it's about that time. We're gonna go ahead and grab the brisket. So what we're looking for a good bark around the brisket. On top right here, it didn't get too much of a bark. I mean, I'm not mad at it. So from here, I went ahead and got some butcher paper. I sprayed it with some water so they can stick together. So we'll go ahead and wrap it. But with this beef tallow from our trimmings last night, so we just got the fat, melted it down. So we're gonna go ahead and pour some on top, just a little bit, just to give it some flavor. It's all beef flavor, so we'll go ahead and then we'll go ahead and put some on top of the butcher paper as well. This is unwaxed butcher paper. You can get it at any store. So then we'll go ahead and start wrapping the brisket. So you want to wrap briskets tight. So you want to go ahead and here. Right here. Want to bring this, fold it up. My wrapping isn't too good right now. But as long as it's tight, as long as it gets the job done, then that's all we're looking for. And we'll go ahead and pull it back, make sure it's tight. And we'll go ahead and wrap this side and fold this part under. So we go ahead, we gotta wrap brisket. Not the best wrapping, I gotta practice at this. If you guys have any tips, I'd like to learn. So we'll go ahead and put this back on the smoker. And once it hits around the 200, 205 range, then we'll go ahead and take it out. We're not gonna eat until around 5 o'clock, 4:30. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in an ice chest, depending on how long it takes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there and let it finish through. All right, y'all, so the brisket has reached its target temperature. I had the probe in on the Traeger app. It kind of tells you what it's at. So we'll go ahead and check this brisket out, make sure it's done. Whoa, so much. We got the beef tallow running up. The juices. I want to keep that, so I'm gonna go ahead. Just kind of want to check out the brisket. Make sure everything. That smells real good, man. That smells real good. So it's hitting about 200. It's still going up 201 on the fatty side. The lean side soft, hitting 207. So one way you know it's done as well, you don't have to use this, is if you just put the thermometer in and it goes in, like if you're putting it into a soft stick of butter, then you know it's done. So it's 12 o'clock right now, so it was a 12-hour cook, so we're gonna put it inside a cooler and just let it ride the rest of the way. You want to take it out around 140, 145 should be the target temperature to start slicing it, which will be a couple hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it inside the ice chest just to prolong the decrease of the temperature. So I'll see you guys then. All right, y'all, so the pork butt is at temp already. We're gonna take it out, put this inside here. See, this is what we're looking for right here. We're looking for a good, nice color, crispy bark on the outside. You can see the bone popping out a little bit. So we're gonna add the smoky habanero, smoky honey habanero. Add a little bit more. We're gonna wrap it up right now. Go ahead and do a couple pieces of butter. Three pieces of butter should be good. Go ahead and add a little bit of brown sugar. Make it a little sweet. Now you can add some juice to it if you want. You can put any type of juice. I would usually do apple juice. Go ahead and get some tin foil. Then we wrap it up. And we should cook for another hour or two. And then we'll get to pulling the pork. So I'll see you guys once the pork is done. All right, guys, so the pork has been cooking for about 9 to 10 hours. It's finally at 203 degrees, so let's check it out. It looks pretty good. We got the bone right here coming apart. If I just pull it, it'll come apart. We got the juices right here. It looks pretty good. So one thing that happens when you do put foil over your meat is you kind of lose a little bit of the bark. But if you want to gain the bark back, you can just put it inside the smoker again for another half an hour to an hour. But I think we're ready to eat. So we're gonna go ahead and cover this up, let it cool down, and then we'll be ready. All right, guys. So we got the finished product. We got my mom here. She's gonna be taste testing with us. She's part of the crew of Cocina 1932. She makes all the sides and helps us out with everything. Want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm the mom, but he got the genes of cooking from his mama. So, actually, I gave you the tips to learn how to cook. Let's not forget that, son.
No, all right, so we're gonna cut up the brisket right here. Go ahead and cut it right here around the fat cap. And look at that.
That looks yummy. Look at that.
I'm like squeezing the brisket, but.
That looks delicious.
So right here, we're gonna go ahead and make some brisket tacos. We got the tortillas right here.
We have the tortillas.
Okay, so
Mexican style, homemade corn tortillas.
We're going to cut it right here. We also want to talk about our marinade or our seasoning our homemade seasoning.
We make this homemade seasoning. It's a mixture of ancho chilies, guajillos, California, Puya, New Mexico, and a couple of chile de árbol. You want to make sure that you only put a few of those chilies because those are extra spicy. And so you roast them and you blend them all up with a bunch of other seasonings such as cumin. Oh, thank you, son.
Before, my bad for cutting you off. Before we start, we're gonna try just without any seasonings.
Delicious. Very good. The best.
Come on, good. Go ahead, chop these up. It's okay. It's okay to be a little messy with this. Go ahead and chop this up. What happened?
There's a bird on the floor and says I'm gonna get him.
Oh no.
My cat is out here, guys.
He's
He's an indoor cat and he's chasing a bird. Oh my. He's ready to attack. He is ready to attack.
look at the bird right here.
You're gonna literally jump up and get him.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
She did that. So we went ahead and cut that up.
Should we call Uncle Roy out here so he can have a taste test?
Bring him out here.
Julie, do you want to go call Uncle Roy and ask him to taste test the...
This is our chili,
Brisket.
our not chili, our seasoning that we made. We're gonna go ahead and put a little bit on top of the brisket, and then we're gonna mix it up. We also got some guacamole, some onions, cilantro, and these corn tortillas are homemade corn tortillas as well. So lay down there.
Here, we'll put them there. And then, give me the tongs, the little ones right there, hon. Cause
I'll just do it with your hands.
that's okay.
It'd be too bougie.
Okay, well,
Let me just lay it down right
he
there.
says
No,
we're
let me
too
see.
bougie.
Just lay it right here.
Oh,
Let me see the thing.
all of a sudden this kid knows how to cook more than his mom, but that's okay.
Go ahead and
That's
put this
why
right here.
he's Cocina 1932.
Scoot this over. Let me see the
Oh.
one. It's okay to get the little juices from the meat. You want to prepare them?
Oh, my hands are clean.
It's okay. This is for us.
This is not the way we do business though, guys, so don't think that this is the way we do business, because we don't. But this is for home use. So Sebastian made this guac, and so we're using his homemade guac here for the tacos. And then we have lime. You can't forget the lime, right? So, oh, we just need a little bit.
A little bit of lime.
A little bit of lime. All right.
Go ahead and check this out right here. Brisket tacos.
Brisket
Oh, yeah.
tacos.
Is my uncle coming? Alright. Alright, cheers.
Cheers.
Go ahead and try this out.
Delicious, guys.
It was real good. You can try out the chilies in the seasoning. You can try. You taste the pepper, the garlic powder, the salt, and it just tops it off with the guacamole.
These are good. Really good. Next on the menu, guys.
I'll say, if you're looking for a nice gathering, you want to keep it a barbecue, American, but also add a little bit of hint of Mexican cuisine in there, this is the perfect way to go. Some brisket tacos with our Mexican seasonings, adding the guacamole, the onions, the cilantro, makes it for a perfect taco. What do you think?
Perfect taco. 4th of July is coming up, guys. Perfect, just like Sebastian said. You want to have a little barbecue to celebrate 4th of July, but you want to give it that little Mexican kick. Perfect. Perfect taco for your 4th of July gathering.
All right, guys, so this is the pulled pork right here. Like I said before, it's been smoking for about 9 to 10 hours. So I'm excited to try this. As you can see, the bone just comes right out. That's what happens when you smoke meats. It comes out pretty good. So it is kind of hot. So I'm gonna use these claws I just found inside the drawer right now to kind of spread it open. So that's how you do it.
Yeah. I think you should just get a piece and put it on the board,
okay, yeah.
sweetheart. Just do it here on the board. Just get a piece and spread it. And you might want to just use your hands and shred it. I always shred meat with my hands. It's just a little easier.
Yeah, I just grab a small piece right here.
Yeah, I just.
So as you can see, it's juicy. Came up, smells amazing. As you can see, my tia's reaction.
Oh my god, this is so good.
So you want to explain the sandwich you're gonna do, Mom?
Yeah, so we're gonna do this, so fun fact, well, not really a fun fact, but Costco was out of ciabatta rolls. And so yesterday, when we were in San Juan Bautista, we stopped by this bakery, we picked up these really nice jalapeno cheddar rolls. And so we just decided we're gonna try this pulled pork sandwich on a jalapeno cheddar roll. And I'm hoping that it comes out good. So my son likes to use his hands. I like to use tongs. He says Mom is being bougie, but I don't want to get my hands dirty.
Yeah, I like using my hands for
So
everything.
we're just gonna pile it up like so. I think that should be enough. We're gonna complement it with a little bit of barbecue sauce, and I have just a little bit here that I'll drizzle some barbecue sauce on here. And then we have some homemade coleslaw here too that we'll kind of just put on top here.
Now, how'd you make the coleslaw?
The coleslaw is just using just a basic coleslaw, nothing fancy. I like using my sweet and spicy coleslaw, but for this one today, we just went with red and green cabbage, a little bit of carrots, apple cider vinegar, mayonnaise, cumin, and just let it sit in the refrigerator. So this is what the sandwich looks like, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like this. There you go. And we're gonna go ahead and cut it in half. And we're gonna try it on this jalapeno cheese roll. Sorry, it's all coming out, but it'll work. Here you go, hon. Okay, so let me just
Messy food's the best one.
get rid of that. So let's try it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's go for it. Okay. Mmm. Mm-hmm.
Mmm. Mm-hmm.
Delicious, guys. Mm-hmm.
You can taste the honey habanero seasoning that I put in there. You can tell that when you use the salt, pepper, garlic, and you add the honey seasoning, it complements it by giving it just a little hint. You don't want too much of it, but you don't want too little of it either. So that the honey rub came out pretty good. That's what we have for today's video. Please comment, subscribe. If you guys have any questions or want me to answer any of your guys' questions, comment down below, and I'll answer it in the next video. Any questions from my mom as well? She helps me, so go ahead and ask her any questions. We love to answer any questions you guys have.
Thank you all for watching us. Again, I wasn't prepared for this, so next time I will be all made up, even though my son says, no, Mom, this is all just be yourself, but this is not myself. This is a lazy day Sunday. But anyways, I hope everyone had a great weekend. Until next time.